We've had to evolve the game on several platforms, whether that's mandated tackling and blocking, or simple mandates of heat illness, sudden cardiac, those kinds of things. You know, to coach in Oregon, you've got to take, you know, several different tests to be out on the field with your boys, which is great.
This is modern-day high school football, where safety dominates most discussions, where turnout numbers are down nationwide, and coaches that love the game are doing everything they can to try to save it from extinction.
The game has evolved. You know, I think it's important that that our communities understand that the game is evolving, and we need to preserve our game.
Football practice in 2018 probably isn't the same experience you or your father had back in the day. Legislation plus governing boards like the OSAA have put strict guidelines on when, where, and under what conditions practice can take place, and schools and coaches must adhere to every detail.
When I played, it was daily doubles. In fact, my senior year, it was daily triples, and we practiced 3 times a day, and we went to those practices regardless of the heat. Modern day football right now, you know, you can't do daily doubles every day in the state of Oregon. If you do 2-a-days on one day, the next day you have to go 1. It's constantly checking the DEQ site and the app that the OSAA put together, and just making sure that you're putting your boys in the right spot to be as healthy as possible.
And it's not just about dotting the I's and crossing the T's. For coaches like Coach Taylor, it really is all about the kids.
For me, I coach because I love kids, and I would never treat a kid in a manner that sacrifices their well-being.
But in what is starting to feel like a yearly tradition, football is back, and player safety, or lack thereof, is dominating news headlines nationwide. The latest national incident involves the tragic death of a 19-year-old University of Maryland offensive lineman, Jordan McNair, due to extreme heat exhaustion.
We have an individual that's hyperventilating after exercising and they're unable to control their breath.
Head coach DJ Durkin is suspended as the university conducts an investigation into the death and allegations of mismanagement throughout the program. It's the first week of high school football practice across the state of Oregon. But on the campus of Madras High School, something is obviously missing. Football players are nowhere in sight at any of the school's outdoor facilities during scheduled practice times.
Throughout these last 4 days, we've gotten to be outside twice, and we'll be inside twice.
With fires raging in California and across the Pacific Northwest, it's not heat that is the issue. Rather, it's the quality of the air.
The OSAA mandates that if your air quality is over 101, you've got to go inside.
Toes over toes, hands strong, no! Nice and quick.
The White Buffaloes have been forced to practice indoors until the fires are contained or the wind shifts.
It's been challenging as far as the Central Oregon weather and, of course, all of the smoke that we're getting.
To make matters more difficult, Madras recently redid their gym floor, which is still setting. So the football team is being forced to practice in the cafeteria and small gym. Adversity and challenges have always been a part of the game of football. Now, they're very much a part of keeping the game around for the next generation.
It's very important that we continue those rules and legislative pieces so that we can prolong this game. A modern-day football coach has to be able to get their kids to where they want them to be through specific legislation and through the right way. And if they're not doing it, then you know what? They probably shouldn't be coaching. They should probably find something else to do.